Welcome back, everyone. Great to be with you. What a beautiful opportunity we have to get to connect to the Zohar once again. And let's begin by setting our intention, setting our consciousness to connect to this great light. We know we're exactly a week from Lag BaOmer. Today is Hod Shebenetzach in the Omer, and Lag BaOmer is Hod Shebehod. So it's we're within that energy, within that week, it's even more powerful than the entire month has been. Every day we get closer, that light shines brighter. And it's the light we need to do our work. It's the light we need to do our work to spread the light of the Zohar in the world. There are many people who know about the light of Rabbi Shimon or know about Rabbi Shimon. And there's one day of the year that they connect to this light. And while that's amazing, that's beautiful, uh, our connection is daily, right? Our connection to the light of the Zohar is daily, and the light of Rabbi Shimon is daily. And our work is to bring this light to the whole world, different than most others in the world. And our desire would be for everyone to have this desire to bring the light of the Zohar to the world. But the reality is that this is has always been and always will be the focus of the Kabbalah Center is to bring the light of the Zohar in the world, and therefore we need the day of Lag BaOmer. We need this time to give us the consciousness, to give us the strength, to give us the ability, to give us the true desire to fulfill our mission, which is to bring the light of the Zohar to the world. So while Lag BaOmer is important to everyone, it's especially important to us who are part of the Kabbalah Center, who are part of this work, right? The the Rav and Karen made it very clear. While they were physically alive, you might think that they were running the Kabbalah Center. Today, we're blessed to have Michael and Monica leading the Kabbalah Center, and of course, the teachers and Chevra who work with them. But it's clear now, as it was clear with the Rav and Karen, as it was clear with Rav Brandwein and Rav Ashlag, that Rabbi Shimon runs the Kabbalah Center. Right? Rabbi Shimon is the force behind. We are continuing the work that Rabbi Shimon did, started with his 9 friends, right? That's why the center continues to be run by friends, the Chevra. It's the same work. And that's why this day is so important. And the time leading up to it is so important. So it's very exciting. And it's also, we want to make sure we get the most out of this important time. Just an update. We've raised so far, let me just open it here. So thanks to the support, we've raised 35% of our funds for the new Daily Zohar book by Michael Berg. We were raising $52,000. We've raised a little over $18,000. So that's really nice. We still have another 33 to go, almost 34 to go. So we could really use everyone's support. So far, I think around 60 donations have come in, and which means not everyone has supported yet. It doesn't have to be huge donations. Everyone can give something. Everyone can give as much as they can to help us reach this beautiful goal, to be part of helping create and print this beautiful Daily Zohar book by Michael Berg. So find the link in the chat. We're going to post it again. Give with your heart as much as you can, but the point is for it to be with your heart. And if everyone is part of it, then for sure we will be successful. Okay, let's begin with the reading of the prayer of the Ari. Prepare our consciousness, open up our hearts. By the way, for raising the funds we need for the Daily Zohar book, it doesn't just have to be people part of this class. If there's someone that you know in your own life, studies the Zohar, doesn't study the Zohar, but they they can contribute, then let them know that this is something beautiful what we're doing and how powerful it is, and this can help bring the blessing of the light of the Zohar into their own lives for them to be a part of this. It doesn't just have to be those who are part of this class. If you know someone who can give $100 here, $100 there, then anyone can be a part of this, and whoever does, they receive all these blessings. So it's something that you can even speak to anyone you know around you to support as well. You can just send them the link. So a prayer of Dari opens up our hearts, prepares us for our study. We're meditating that through this study we transform all aspects of our limited selves, and we reveal our limitless nature. We reveal the limitless love that exists within us, transforming all aspects of ego and separation to love and unity. Ribbon ha'olamim v'adonai adonim, and of course with deep appreciation for the merit that we have to live in a time after Rabbi Shimon has revealed the Zohar, and live in a time that we get to help to bring this light to the world. ריבון העולמים ואדוני עולמים אב רחמים וסליחות מודים אנחנו לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו בקדש ושתך ושקרתנו לתורתך ולעבודתך ועבודת הקודש ונתת לנו חלק בזדות תורתך הקדושה. ואנו בחיינו שעשיתי לנו חסד גדול כזה, על כן אנחנו מפנים תחנוננו לפניך שבניחו ותסלח לכל חטאותינו ועוונותינו ועל יהיו עוונותינו מעטים בינינו לבניך. וכן יהיה רצון לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ולאבותינו שתכונן את לבבינו ליראתך ולאהבתך. ותקשיב אוזניך לי למען אלה ותפתח לבבינו הערל בזדות תורתך. ויהיה לבנינו זד נחת רוח לפני כיסאך ולאחר כך ניחוח. ותציל עלינו מכל נשמתנו וכל בחינתנו ושינוצצו ניצוצות ידיך הקדושים שאל ידע גידית את דבריך לבעולם וזכותם וזכות אבותם זכות תורתם ותמימותם וקדושתם, יעמוד לנו למען הקשר בדברנו ובזכותם תאר עינינו, ומה שאנו לומדים כמאמן אם זה מהירות ישראל גל עינינו והביטן נפלא מתורתך, כי אדוני ייתן חוכמה מפיו דעת ותבונה, יהיו לרצון אם מפיו והגרני מלפניך אדוני וגואלי. Okay, paragraph 40. So the Zohar says, Maktiv, we're speaking about how it was the Creator who called Joseph to come out of the prison, out of the dungeon. The Creator was directly involved in this process, and now the Zohar will continue to explain how it was the Creator who freed Joseph, who is really behind all freedom. The Creator is behind all redemption, all assistance. And as we're studying this, as we're connecting to this, we want to awaken that light in our lives and in the world. Maktiv, what does it say? Shalach melech vayatirehu Moshe lamim vayivatechehu. So we're continuing explaining Psalm 105. Yesterday we explained how it was right as we said that it was the Creator who called Joseph, and now it says the king sent to have him freed. Right, you can understand that's the king of Egypt, Pharaoh. Moshe lamim vayivatechehu, the ruler of nations, released him. So you can understand it literally, that it was Pharaoh who called him, Pharaoh who freed him. But here, of course, the Zohar, Rabbi Shimon is going to reveal a deeper secret here. Rabbi Shimon says, Ktiv Hashem matir asurim v'gomer. In Psalm 146, these are beautiful verses. For those who do the morning connection, we say this every day. Oseh mishpat la'ashukim, noten lechem la'revim. The Creator is the one who secures justice for those who are wronged, gives food to the hungry. Adonai matir asurim. The Creator is the only one who sets prisoners free. Adonai pokeach ivrim, Adonai zokef kefufim, Adonai ohev tzadikim. It is the Creator who gives sight to the blind. It is the Creator who straightens those who are bent. And it is the Creator who loves the righteous. So Rabbi Shimon is focusing on this phrase, Adonai matir asurim. It is the Creator who frees the prisoners. V'hachaktiv shalach melech vayatirehu. Here, it says in our verse that it's the king sent him to be freed. And then later it says, Amai Moshe lamim vayivatechehu. Why does it later on in the same verse repeat itself, saying Moshe lamim vayivatechehu, the ruler of nations released him? You could say, okay, the king set him free. If he's a king, it's the ruler of a nation. Why do we need the repetition? Ela shalach melech. Rather, Rabbi Shimon answers, when it says shalach melech, that the king sent, who are we talking about? Da kutshe. We're talking about the creator, as we said. It is the creator who sent. The creator is the king who sent to free him. Moshe Lamim, when we say it's the ruler of nations, who are we talking about? Da kutshe. That is also the creator. Shalach melech, melech ila'a shalach vayad tireu. When it says that the king sent, we're talking about the supernal king, which represents the level of Zeir Anpin. Right? So in the first part of the verse, Rabbi Shimon is now differentiating between it says both are kings, right? Shalach melech, that's the creator. Moshe Lamim, so the king is the creator, the ruler of nations is the creator. But what's the difference? Why do we have the creator twice? The first represents the energy of Zeir Anpin. First represents the that level of Zeir Anpin, that force that draws light down into the Malchut, down into the force that brings light into our world. And then when it says, where am I? Uman iu deshalach. And who did the creator Zeir Anpin send? Damalach HaGoel. Zeir Anpin sent the redeeming angel, which refers to, as Rav Ashlag reveals, refers to the Nukva, to the Malchut. So Zeir Anpin sent the Malchut, which represents the feminine aspect of the spiritual upper union, down to control our world, to free Joseph, or to bring all redemption. This also Hamalach HaGoel, that's the prayer that Jacob said of protection. And we use this phrase often. Di'u Moshe Lamim, because this force, the Nukva, is the force that controls the nations. Di'u Moshe al Tata'e. It means that he controls all the lower reality, the lower world. But everything is directly from the Creator. It's all from the Creator, all from Zeir Anpin, all from the Creator. It is all controlled by the light. 41. Vayiritzu chaser vav. When it says in the verse that Pharaoh sent for Joseph to be brought out quickly, as the Zohar revealed that it's the Creator who called him, as the Creator who brought him out, it uses the word vayiritzu, and you read it based on context that they brought him out quickly. However, the Zohar points out it's chaser vav, it's missing a vav. It should be spelled with a vav between the tzadi and hey, which would mean that it was plural. But here it's written in the singular. It says, and it's as if, and he brought him out quickly. Uman iu, and who are we talking about? Once again, we're talking about the Creator, the Holy One, blessed be He. We're talking about the Creator, the light who brought him out directly. Begin daha late man da'aser ufatach. There is no one who frees the slaves, frees the imprisoned people, other than the Creator. Is only the light of the Creator. Tichtiv yiskor al ish velo yipateach. As it says in the book of Job, whoever is in prison cannot be set free, because it's only the Creator who can free prisoners. Uchtiv, and as it says, V'hu yashkit umi yashia v'yasteh panim umi yerushena yeshurenu ve'al goy ve'al adam yachad. As it says also in the book of Job, when he is silent, who will he condemn? If the divine face becomes hidden, ve'yaster panim, when the Creator's face is hidden, who will see it? Be it nation or person. Here the Zohar is now going to discuss this concept of the Creator's hidden face. Because we're saying it's only the Creator who can set us free. It's only the Creator who can free the prisoners, can free us from darkness, can free us from chaos. But the problem is, so what? Is the Creator not always there? The Creator is always there. But there's a concept, as Rav Ashlag reveals this um, based on the verses, especially in Exodus and Deuteronomy, that it says the Creator will conceal His face. What does the Creator's concealment mean? It's not that the Creator disappears. When I experience darkness, the darkness is not from the Creator. The darkness is where the Creator's light is not shining here, where the Creator's light is concealed. And the only way to reveal the Creator's light is with our own desire, with our own consciousness. What conceals the Creator's light? It is not by the Creator's desire, it is by lack of our own desire. Lack of a vessel causes the Creator's light to be concealed. Klipot, negativity, uh, um, negative consciousness causes the shut-off valve, the safety valve. When we're in a negative state of consciousness, the Creator's light has to be limited from our perspective, as we've explained many times, because if the flow is open, then when we awaken negativity, the negativity has access to that flow. So there has to be a, a closing off. The hakola bay, because everything is dependent on the Creator. Uchtiv, as it says, uch mi, oops, wrong way. Uch mitz bay, oops, sorry. Avid bechel shemaya v'dare ara v'la itai di imache bidei v'yemar le ma avad. This is a verse in Daniel. And this is also where the phrase "V'chola kamei kelach hashivin" also here also it says "V'chol dare ara kelach hashivin." All the inhabitants of the earth are of no account. It's only the light of the Creator. He deals at will with the host of heaven and with the inhabitants of the earth. There is none to stay God's hand or ask, "What have you done?" It is only the light of the Creator that controls this entire world. And when we're experiencing chaos and darkness, it's because the light of the Creator has been concealed. And therefore, it says that it's the Creator directly who brought Joseph out of prison. It is not Pharaoh. It is not anyone else. It is no one in this world is the solution to our problems. It is only the light of the Creator. But then, of course, there's that joke, right? The story of the guy who is stuck in a flood, right? And someone comes and knocks on his door and says, "Come, let's get out of here. I'll save you." No, 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 God will save me. And then, the water rises and he goes now to the next floor of the house, and a guy on a boat comes and, "Come, jump in, a raft, come in, I'll save you." He said, "No, no, God will save me." And then he's on the roof of the house and a helicopter comes and tries to rescue him. He says, "No, no, no, I don't need your help. God will save me." And obviously he drowns. And he asks God, "Why didn't you save me?" He said, "What do you mean? I sent the guy to your front door. I sent the guy in the raft. I sent the guy in the helicopter. I did come and save you." Uh, and this is the same thing with Joseph. Of course, it's the Creator who freed Joseph, but yes, Pharaoh is a pawn in that assistance. And the people in our lives, we have to always make sure, as Joseph did, that while we see the people who support us and the people who help us and where our sustenance comes from and the work that we do, we have to know it's the light of the Creator that's behind it. Because as soon as we disregard the Creator's involvement in the assistance, in the blessings, in the light, then to that degree, I block the Creator's involvement. I block the Creator's influence and light in those situations. If I have ego for my accomplishments, which means I shut the Creator out. If I depend on people and I know it's not, and I don't have the certainty and the understanding that it's really the light of the Creator, then I block the Creator out. And this was what happened to Joseph. Joseph had absolute certainty that it's only the light of the Creator. And therefore, he created a space, he created a way for the light of the Creator to come in. Any problem we have, any challenge we have, we want to know that it's only with a connection to the light. It is only the light that can come and transform this, that can come and change this. And it's who allows the light to do that? That's only up to me. I determine whether the light can be involved in this situation or not, with my own consciousness and with my own certainty. And yes, of course, people will be involved, but they are all just pawns of the light, just like I am to help other people. right? This is another thing, right? I think I'm going to help someone. It's not me, it's the creator. I have the merit to be the creator's hands. I have the merit to support what the creator desires to do to help this person. Me with my ego, I helped someone, I can't help anyone. The creator is the only one who helps. I have the merit to be a messenger of the creator to help someone. For paragraph 42, my vayritzu, continue to explain the phrase, and they here, and they brought him out quickly. Vayritzu. Kabbalah Demar, what is this? What is the root of this word? And they quickly brought him out, or they with haste, quickly, as it says, Yetar el Eloah vayritzehu. It's based on the root word of this verse, also in the book of Job, that says he prays to God who accepts him. Vayritzehu comes from the root word of uh, ritzui, which is acceptance, appeasing, um, like we have in Pesach, right? The last stage is nirtzah, it's been accepted. So instead of the root word being uh, coming from the word ratzah, which is ratz, which is quickly, it comes from the word ratzeh, which is will or desire or acceptance. And that's why it says that Pharaoh quickly brought him out of the pit. So it's that the Creator accepted his prayers, the Creator accepted him, and then immediately he came before Pharaoh. It was the Creator who brought him this grace, this acceptance, this kindness that caused for him to come in front of Pharaoh. Another explanation. Vayritzuhu, and it says that they brought him out quickly, or the Creator brought him out quickly. It means that the Creator, from the word again, acceptance or will or grace, the Creator drew a thread of mercy upon Joseph, so that lemehav lechina kamei de Pharaoh, so that Pharaoh would find him favorable in his eyes, and he'd have mercy upon him, and Pharaoh would choose Joseph to be his second in command. Begin la'akta malay. Oh, excuse me. And that's why Joseph said, Elohim yaneh et shalom paro. That's why when they brought him to Pharaoh, where is this quote? It says, and Joseph said that God will give an answer in peace to Pharaoh. When Pharaoh asked him about the dream, he says, I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm not going to, it's going to be the Creator who's going to interpret your dream. The Creator will bring you peace. And why did he invoke God's name? Begin la'akta malay shalom. And that's why he also invoked the name Shalom, the word Shalom, which is peace, because he wanted to begin with peace. He wanted to bring that peace, that light, ulmiftach b'shalom. And that's why he opened with the phrase peace, with Shalom, which also, Shalom is also energy of Yesod. Shalom is also one of the names of God, one of the most supernal names of God, of peace, because it's only the Creator who can bring peace. And that's what Joseph wanted to bring in. Again, not his own ego, not his own interpretation, not his own ability. He understood that everything is from the light, and he wanted to bring the light into the situation. Paragraph 43. Rabbi Abba says, Tachaze, come and see. Be'ahu rasha de Pharaoh. Diyu amar. When it comes to Pharaoh, the wicked Pharaoh, he says, Lo yadati et Hashem. When Moses came to Pharaoh, he says, Vayomer Paro mi Adonai asher eshma b'kol shalach et Yisrael. Lo yadati et Adonai v'gam et Yisrael lo shaleach. When Moses told Pharaoh, God says, let the people go. Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei says, let the people go. Pharaoh says, I have no idea who Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei is. I don't know this God you're talking about. I don't know God. I don't know Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei. Right? I don't know the energy, the name. Of course, the Creator has many names. I don't know the level of the Creator of God that is related to the level of Tiferet, of Zerampin. What's the name that Pharaoh knew? Pharaoh He was wiser than um, all of his ministers, all of the magicians. How could he not know who Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei is? How could he not know who the Creator is? How could he not know that name of God? Elavad Shmad Elohim Havayada. Of course he knew who the Creator was, but he knew the name Elohim. He knew the name of the Creator of judgment. Because Pharaoh himself said to his servants, is there anyone who can find like this man who has the Spirit of God? He used the name Elohim, which we know is the name of Gvura, related to Malchut or Gvura, the name of judgment. Pharaoh knew who the Creator is. Of course, he had lots of other forces and um, lots of other um, gods that they worshipped in Egypt, but he knew that yes, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they have this, God they believe in, Elohim. He didn't know about Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei, but he knew Elohim, he knew. Also, he knew the force of the Creator that rules this world through judgment. Elohim is also the aspect of the Creator who runs nature. It's the same numerical value, Hateva. The nature of this world is governed by the name of the Creator of judgment, which is Elohim. It's the same numerical value. Hashem, the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei. Moses, when Moses approached Pharaoh, he only brought the name of the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei with him. He never used the name Elohim. He never used the name of the Creator of judgment. He always used the Creator name of mercy. And this was the most difficult thing for Pharaoh. Because he understood the name of Elohim and how it controlled nature, the nature of this world. It controlled our physical world. And he did not know the name of the creator of Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei. And therefore, it was the hardest. This name was the hardest for him to handle, hardest for him to grasp. He did not fathom, he could not connect on that level of mercy. He was stuck in the judgment, in the physicality of the Creator's nature in our world. Paragraph 44. V'dao dichtiv, and therefore it says, Vaychazek Adonai et lev Paro, that it was with the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei that the Creator hardened Pharaoh's heart. Pharaoh understood the Creator on one level. Moses kept bringing the higher level of the Creator. And that great light of the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei is what was making Pharaoh's heart harder and harder and harder. Why was Pharaoh's heart, why did his heart need to be hardened? We'll learn about this in the portion of Shemot and Va'era when we get to the next book, probably next year. Actually, maybe not too long. I don't know. Why did Pharaoh have to harden his heart? Because the Creator understood, and Moses understood, that in order to remove the root cause of the judgment and negativity of Pharaoh, it has to all be present. So all the negativity, all the negative emotions of Pharaoh, and all the dark side that was there had to be brought up. And the way you do that, how do you remove darkness? You shine the light. So all the light, the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei, the purest light of mercy, had to shine so that all of Pharaoh's filth and all the negativity that's connected to it would come up. This is what would harden his heart. It would make him stubborn. Moses would use no other name other than the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei with Pharaoh. He would only use the name of the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei as we've explained. Because Moses understood if he uses the name of judgment, that could actually strengthen Pharaoh. That could actually, because the judgments are what feed the klipot, Moses wanted to cut off all connection to the negative side and bring pure light to remove the darkness. Paragraph 45. Patach ve'amar, he opens and says, Mi ka'Hashem Elokeinu hamagbi al hashavet v'gomeh. So in Psalm 113, verses 5 and 6, it says, who is like Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei, our God, who is enthroned on high, right? The light of the Creator is in a very high place. Hamashpili li'ot b'shamayim v'aretz, who comes down and sees what's down beneath, down below in heaven and earth. So what does it mean? Who is like the Creator, Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei, our God, who is enthroned on high? Distalak me'al kasei yikare. The Creator. There are times when the Creator elevates from, leaves his throne of glory, and therefore is not revealed. The Creator's light is not revealed down below. And this happens when there are no tzaddikim in the world. When the light of the tzaddikim, or the righteous people, does not shine and is not present in the world, then the Creator's light is lifted out of his throne and therefore does not shine into our world. The Creator's light does not shine upon the world, it leaves, it is not present in our world, is not revealed in our world. When the consciousness of the world, where there is no connection, when there is no pathways for the light's Creator's light to shine in this world, it's like the Creator. It's like the Creator takes a step back. The Creator takes a step back, and the light doesn't shine the same way into our world. But it says in the next verse, the Creator goes down to see. What does that mean? When does the Creator's light come and shine down into our world? When the light of the tzaddikim is present in our world. When the light of what is the light of the tzaddikim? The light of the tzaddikim represents sharing without agenda. It represents the light of restriction. It represents the light of certainty. That's what draws the Creator's light down into our world. What pushes the Creator's light in? The all of reactivity and negativity. It creates dissimilarity with the light, and the Creator cannot exist in this world. When the tzaddikim are present, the Creator descends to the different levels and to the lower levels to be present in our world. To bring His providence and take care of our world and to bring good to our world. Paragraph 46. When the light of the tzaddikim are not present in the world, the Creator's light is gone. And that's also one of the reasons why the light of the Zohar is so important. That's why we try and get the Zohar to every person. That's why we try and get the Zohar to every place in the world, because it represents this light that the Zohar is talking about that brings the Creator's light down into our world. So when the tzaddikim are not present, the Creator ascends, the Creator disappears. And the Creator hides His face. The face represents the recognition of the Creator, the shining light of the Creator. And the Creator's care is not felt. Because the tzaddikim, they are the foundation and the sustenance of this world. Dichtiv, as it says, v'tzadik yisod olam, that the tzaddik is the everlasting foundation. Olam means everlasting, but also it means of the world. That the tzaddik is the foundation of this world. It is the tzaddikim. It is the consciousness of the tzaddikim that brings this light into the world. And again, that's really the power of the Zohar. Let's read one more paragraph, paragraph 47. And again, as we're reading this about bringing the light of the Creator down to our world, each and every one of us are supposed to help bring this light down in our own way. Every time we act like Joseph the righteous, which means anytime we exercise restriction, anytime we have certainty, anytime we awaken unconditional love, anytime we overcome our selfishness and our negativity and our sadness and our judgment, that we're awakening our inner tzaddik, which draws the Creator's light. Forget about the world, at least into my own life. When I experience concealment of the Creator in my own life, it's because I am not activating that energy of the tzaddik within me. I'm not allowing the Creator's light to shine in this world. Paragraph 47. The Creator only revealed His holy name, referring to the Yud-Hei-Vav-Hei, Bal Yisrael v'Chudoi, only to Israel. Di'inun chulak avdei ve'achsante, because Israel represents, again, we're not just talking about a country or a nation or a group. We're talking about this consciousness of restriction. That's what Israel represents. Consciousness of restriction, consciousness of bringing light to the world. The Creator's totality is revealed just to the people who can handle it, who bring light to the world. Anyone who's part of bringing this light, the power of central column, because they represent the Creator's inheritance, they represent the Creator's light. The Creator separated all the nations of the world, the 70 nations of the world, and gave each of them a channel of light, gave each of them a minister, an angel that controls it. But the Creator doesn't have a minister for the nation of Israel. It's the Creator directly who guides and protects Israel. And that's why it says, that's why in Deuteronomy it says that the Creator separated all the nations, arranged all the nations, each has their portion and their light and what they need. However, it says, but when it comes to Jacob's descendants, the children of Israel, it is the Creator directly himself who is involved and is revealed. We'll stop here, guys. We'll continue with paragraph 48 tomorrow. Now we're going to go into another beautiful discussion that speaks about the Creator being present and the way that we reveal the light through different ways, through our own actions and our own expression. The Zohar is going to reveal some very beautiful, very practical things as well about desire. So we'll continue with that tomorrow. Thank you all for joining. Lots of love to everyone. Have an amazing day. And again, take some time today to see how you can contribute, how you can be part of the daily Zohar book that we are fundraising for. Again, we've raised 35% of what we need to. We've raised around $18,000. We still need to raise the rest of the 52. So please, if you can contribute however much, if you know anyone else who can contribute, whether they are Kabbalah students or not, friends and family, you want them to be part of having the merit to be part of this book, let them know that they can be a part of it as well. Lots of love, guys, and see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.